Hello there, so Paige Fletcher here, and I'm in Houston, Texas. I just got here a few days ago. Actually, yesterday's are going so fast. So I'm here for a few different events that I'm your life workshops. So the first one is goal setting, and the second one is financial freedom. And then today I'm actually having a Forex and Bitcoin discussion. Mr. Boston so loud in the back. I'm having a Forex and Bitcoin discussion, just teaching people how they can make money from their phone and a lot of it without having to work a 9 to 5, without having to have a background check, without any experience. So this academy, it teaches you how to become a day trader and make money like the 1% of the world. That event is free tonight. So it will be at the Sheraton in Houston. The Sheraton in Houston, and that's the one on JFK. So 15700 JFK Boulevard. All right, Mr. Boston is just too loud. He's doing his own live on Facebook, so we're gonna crash his party.
Well, that Markets Live, guys, it was awesome for me because it's something I know, it's something that I've done, and I saw what the team and what this system was all about. So I jumped on board because it was a no-brainer for me. It was a no-brainer because I knew that the currency market is a 5.3 upwards trillion dollar a day market. So that was awesome for me to get on board and to be in a movement like this with great leadership and being able to do what I love to do most. And what that is to really teach. That's my first ministry, I would like to say, to teach. And Dr. China, if I may, I wanted to add, because as I'm speaking to you, I was actually in my studies of the word, and so I want to say something to you guys because I'm a man of faith, and this is how I live my life. And I believe faith is truly the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. So I was just giving praise a while ago because I'm happy that I'm able to move around to share this opportunity. So I was just quoting Psalm 100 when it says that, guys, make a joyful noise unto all ye lands. That's what it was talking about, okay? It was telling you that serve the Lord with gladness. You got to come before his presence and you have to serve him. So I was literally studying, and it says study to show yourself approved. And I truly believe in constantly giving him first the glory in every of my movement before we move forward. So I am thankful that this opportunity has came to me. It has came to Paige. So we are literally moving with the Rich University movement. And we're doing this worldwide, people. This is a worldwide movement. So I'm truly excited that we're in Houston tonight, this evening at 7 p.m. I want you guys to come on out. We'll talk a little bit more about that shortly. But Dr. China, that's the reason why I came on board. I came on board because I like to serve. And this gives people an opportunity to be able to win, take them out of the rat race and level them up to be able to change their mindset.
I tell you what, Boston, you and Paige, you guys bring so much value. I had an opportunity to spend quite a bit of time with you, and it's always like, so much more is just unfolding. I remember being in South Africa, and I remember listening to Paige's story. And I had already heard her story, but hearing it again, hey! Go ahead and give her some love. Go ahead and tap it up. Give Paige some love. I was just sharing, Paige, that I remember hearing your story and how incredible it was in South Africa, and I was just so moved and I was so inspired, and I know the cause that you guys have in traveling around the world to impact people and share with them that if I was able to make it through this, surely you can too. So I just want to say thank you for your commitment. Thank you for your commitment to who you are, but also your courage to keep pushing past it. I think, the dangerous thing is that a lot of times people stop and they quit on their own success because they don't understand that going through this process is not going to always be just like a walk in the park and so
It's not.
There will be some things that you have to overcome. But talk a little bit about being able to travel around the world and how worth it is to stay in a fight and keep going because of the freedom and the flexibility that you guys gain.
Yeah, man, I am super blessed. I've been to over 30 countries. I was able to take my 12-year-old daughter to 5 countries in the last year. And coming from the family I came from, that is not normal. My parents are blue-collar workers, and all they dreamt for me was go to school and get an education. But when I saw the lives of everybody else who went to school and got an education, they couldn't afford to take trips internationally. And I'm like, that's so backwards. You spend 40 hours in a job and you only get 2 days off a week. 2 weeks off a year out of your own life for like 60 years, when the best years of your life is over, that's when you get to retire. It was so backwards to me. So when I was 21, I said, I don't care what I have to do. I have to find a way out of the rat race. I have to find a way. And I started researching residual income and passive income. And I wrote one book. It landed me on Dr. Phil. It really changed the course of my life.
Wow.
Yep. So it's now been
So
12
just
years.
pause right there because
Yeah.
that's amazing. And I know many of the people that are watching Paige in Boston, they got goals and dreams and aspirations. Maybe they don't know where to start. They know it costs money. You know, they got all these things that they really want to do, but they really maybe don't know how. You know, you guys are going to be in Houston tonight, sharing the wealth. A lot of times people become successful, but it's their own success and they never really
Share it.
You know, maybe some of them don't have a way to share it, or maybe unless you have a particular amount of money or a particular access, you don't get the knowledge or the information. Talk a little bit, Boston, about what you guys are doing tonight and how this opportunity has made such a great impact on your life and continuing legacy.
Awesome, awesome. Well, guys, you know, tonight we're going to be at the Sheraton Hotel. So if you're in Houston and you know Bush International Airport, you know that the Sheraton is literally up the block. It's down the street. The Sheraton Hotel. It's 15700 JFK Boulevard. So that's 15700 JFK Boulevard, right here in Houston, Texas. Guys, you want to come out. It's going to be a phenomenal movement. We have some great leaders in the building. We got the young lady who is literally up and running in Houston, Lady Sewell. She put together this event with Paige in Boston, with the whole Rich University family, and literally it is lit. Can I use that word? Lit? That's what it is. You know, it is. It is lit, people. I'm telling you, people are coming out. Everyone is excited because they're like, wait a minute. These guys are all over. We saw Dr. China in Dubai. We saw Paige in Boston in South Africa with Dr. China. We've seen them move around. So guys, we're bringing it to you all. This event right now is a Forex and crypto discussion.
And
So,
it's free.
Absolutely. It's a free event, guys. So don't, there you go. There's no charge to this event. So guys, come on out and learn.
So let's talk about that for a moment, because I think one of the things that's very important. I was listening to my husband today on the phone, talking to a gentleman that we met in Dubai, and the guy knew all about Forex, guys. They knew about Forex. They knew about a little bit about cryptocurrency, and what they knew is that it took, $20,000, $30,000 to get education on it. And so every time he told him what our process was, they were blown away. So talk a little bit about that. We're talking about the #1 industry in the world, and I think that we have been miseducated in the United States. I don't think I'm clear.
Yeah.
We've been educated in the United States. Do you know that people fight to stay in their condition and their circumstances? People fight to stay in lack in the United States because they think that that's what they're supposed to do. And we don't always realize that we're doing it. We fight against freedom. We fight against opportunity because we were taught to do that. And when you begin to be exposed to different ways of living, when we went to Dubai, #1, the Arab, the local community there, right? They don't work.
Nope.
They don't work a job. In fact, going to college, the idea of going to college was insulting to their culture. They don't work a job. They hire people from other countries to come over to work for them.
Yep. Absolutely.
And there's a lot that we could learn in that royal mindset. Listen, Rich University is not about what most people think it's about when they first see it. We just want to get you comfortable with the word rich.
Yeah.
Right.
We are rich because we are royalty.
Absolutely.
And we are clear on who we are. And yes, we are rich in every area of our lives. So go to Dubai and see no lack there, no poverty, nobody standing on the side of the road. You can leave your car open, wallet open, purse open. Nobody's touching it because they're good.
Yep.
That's right.
What's refreshing?
Absolutely.
We'll talk about that for a little bit, guys. I know you've been exposed to so much.
Yeah.
The miseducation of the people, especially here at home in the United States of America, which is supposed to be the most wealthiest country or the freest country. I don't know what the heck you're telling us. When
Absolutely.
you start traveling, you
They are. The school system in America, it's really just teaching you how to work for somebody else. It doesn't teach you how to think. It doesn't teach you how to solve problems. It doesn't teach you how to build your own business or invest or use credit wisely, you know? So the things they need to teach you in school to get ahead, they don't. Because if they did, they would have no workers.
Because this country, we are an organization. The United States of itself, it's a business. So a business is going to thrive off of debt. They're going to thrive off of teaching you how to work for that corporation. Hence why when we leave this country, we learn that once you leave outside of the United States, the mindset is totally different. The mindset is with ownership. The mindset is with we will own and you will work for us, in opposed of we will get an education, get these loans, put ourselves in debt, and then be an employee. So the mindset is totally different. And what we have learned with our travels is, you know, every man all across the board have the common goal. No matter where we have gone to, we have spent time with the monks. We've relaxed in Thailand. We have, I've read the Quran. I've learned about the different nationalities, and what everyone have in common is a common goal of one, being in a good financial position to be able to take care of their family, to be able to leave a legacy for their family. So when you leave the United States and you get into the different mindset, you get into a place where everyone is thinking ownership, creation. What is your skill set? What are you doing? And I think what we have here with iMarkets Live, it's really awesome because now we're able to unleash that knowledge of mindset and skill set to people. So they don't have to be locked in the employee mindset. They can shift themselves over to being an owner, being an investor, being someone that will create the idea that will definitely plummet and move the world forward. So I think when our travels, if there's anything I've learned that you as a person must first, it starts with you. It starts with you. And we're in a technological age right now that no one can say that information isn't available because information is out there. We are on the internet, we're on the Instagram, we're on the Facebook Live. And guys, though these technology might be moving in a way that if you're an old school person, you're saying this is too much, technology can be used for two things. It can be used for the good and the betterment of yourself and your people, or it can be used for the demise. And what we have chose to do is in our travels and in our studies is to utilize this technology to bring a great change to people. And I think that's what this movement is. And with us being in Houston with this Rich University movement with Beige in Boston, I think is literally giving people that opportunity. And the reason for not charging at the event was, guys, come as you are. Come as you are. We're going to use the same method. Come as you are. Come broken, but just come to receive. Okay?
Just come with an open mind.
Absolutely. And I always tell people, a lot of times, Dr. China, a lot of us, we listen to respond. We listen to respond instead of listening to hear, to receive, and to assess. Okay? So you don't want to listen to respond, because if you listen to respond, then you never had the chance to really assess, to really receive the information so you can make a proper decision on how you should move forward. What do you think, Beige?
I know that the 1% of the world make their money trading. And this market was not open to the average Joe and Jane up to 10 years ago, because if you did not have at least $3 million sitting in a brokerage account, you could not trade. Today, because of this company and because of online brokers, you can have the opportunity to be a part of the 1%. And I think that's amazing.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I think it's a phenomenal movement, just even what you guys have encountered being in Dubai. And I'm glad that you were there, Dr. China, to literally share with those that you've encountered. The great thing I like, the fact that you guys were there, is that you actually left a stigma to those who thought that maybe we all are brainwashed in the United States. That kind of left a stigma to them to say, no, we're not. All of us are not. A lot of us has been out of the rat race. A lot of us really think like how you guys are thinking, because we understand royalty. So as you mentioned about Rich University, the concept is mindset. You have to move in the supernatural. So Rich, when someone see it, you have to get the very mindset of those that's even young thinking. So when they see Rich, whatever will bring someone to gravitate to then get the nuggets, okay, that they need from Rich University. I love it. I think it's awesome. I constantly tell them about the Bitcoin billionaires. It's all about Rich University and the movement. You guys really need to follow us. You need to continue to follow this journey because tonight is going to explode. Guys, again, take a look at this flyer. The flyer is right here, guys. The flyer is right here. Yes, absolutely. The flyer is right here.
Yep.
You have questions about what Forex is. You want to know what cryptocurrency is. You want to know when to invest, what to invest. You want to know what our products are about, how we can help you to simplify the process. Don't sit on the sidelines.
Absolutely.
People who don't have your answers about this opportunity. You know, far too many times people see broke people for financial advice.
Yep.
Because there happens to be your friend or it happens to be your mate. Listen, guys, come on, man. You should be tagging somebody right now that you know in Houston, Texas. If you know someone who lives in Houston, Texas, you need to be tagging them right now because we know that this opportunity could absolutely change their life. It could absolutely change their life. So go ahead and start tagging the people you know as you're listening to this information. Like, who do I know that's in Houston, Texas that can go and see this information up close and personal, that can have an opportunity to see how they're able to, for number one, travel around the world to some of the most exotic places and still all do it with purpose by impacting nations and generations of people and exposing them into an opportunity. Listen, let's talk about this for a second, guys, because this was what blew my mind. Everywhere I've traveled, whether it was throughout the Caribbean islands, whether it was Canada, all throughout the United States of America, you know, South Africa, you know, now the Middle East, Dubai, Abu Dhabi. What I asked people that was in the room is, what's your current employment? How many years would it take, doing what you're doing right now, how many years would it take for you to actually get to a point where you're making $10,000 a month? And even in Dubai, they paused for a second and thought about it because they're surrounded with so much wealth. Yet because, you know, most of the time, $10,000 a month is still not a reality. They didn't have an answer for that.
Right.
And so I want you to ask yourself this question because $10,000 USD a month should not be far-fetched as a potential earning. We have people who are spending $20,000, $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 a year getting in student loan debt.
Absolutely.
And they still don't have an opportunity to make $10,000 a
It's
month.
true.
What are we doing in 2018? Like, how have we conditioned ourselves? And here's the thing, Vegas and Boston, that really blew my mind. People will fight. They will fight to stay in those conditions just to try and prove you wrong.
You were so right about that. Preach, come on. That's right. That's right.
They will fight to stay for, and listen, guys, we're not down on jobs. We're just up on opportunity.
That's right.
Yeah.
We're not down on education. We're just up on entrepreneurship.
That's
Yeah.
right. That's right.
It's all about education. But let me say this to you guys very clearly. I do not believe because you go to an institution, you're being educated. Studies are showing that our children who are going to these universities and these institutions are no more smarter than they were when they left high school.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Listen to what I'm saying, guys, as it relates to being productive. Education to me is when you identify a resource who's already been where it is that you're trying to go and you find out what it is you need to do. And then you go and sit down with many of your professors. They've never been where they're talking to you about going.
Yep.
They only have theory.
That's right. That's right. That's right. Go ahead,
It's
preach.
true.
Theory does not run it.
Only have the theory.
That's right. That's right. Absolutely. You're right about that, Doc. When you think about it, right? Today, the way how we diagnose people, the way how when someone have a skill set, in today's time, Einstein would have been diagnosed with ADD. They would have said that there was a problem with Einstein, but yet he came up with relativity. Okay. Well, you got to look at the fact that where we are today, it is really sad that those who preach and say education, get the degree, don't worry about it, you'll come out and you'll get this nice job. They cannot tell you that they have traveled to maybe 10 countries. They cannot tell you that they've done 30 plus countries in the last 2 years. They cannot tell you what's actually happening on the next side of the globe. Why? Because, like you said, theory. And theory does not run the world. We deal with facts when we travel. And this is why when you were in Dubai and you spoke about the $10,000, it's still a great number. It's still a great number. And I say this to say that, look, I tell people Oprah is a billionaire. Let's use the concept of Oprah. Oprah is a billionaire. But yet, guess what? She's in a commercial with the Weight Watchers. Yet she still have movies coming out.
Yep.
Because you know what Oprah understands? She understands that though I'm a billionaire, I have to keep the checks coming in. I have to always secure the income. So it doesn't matter that I have billions, okay? 10,000 is 10,000, no matter where you go. So that of itself, being in something that will give you or put you in a position to teach you a skill set that will get you paid for the rest of your life, it is a no-brainer. It is a no-brainer. And I truly understand and believe that the movement that Rich University is on, the movement that which we are part of, is a phenomenal movement. Because guys, you got to understand, back in 2003 is when I made a shift towards learning about the markets. Okay, I spent thousands of dollars to obtain series licensing, different loans. Okay, when I look at what we offer right now on this platform, it is awesome. The education, the tools, the different things that that's put together to plummet you to another level. So in other words, you don't just give the man the fish. You teach him how to fish, okay? And once you teach a man how to fish and he becomes a fisherman, guess what? He will always fish, and he will learn the seasons and how to fish and when to fish.
Absolutely.
Does that make sense?
When my mentor told me that working was when I was in my early 20s, my mentor told me that working was the worst way to make money. And that absolutely blew my mind because I only knew you could only make money from working. So when I started hanging around these wealthy people and I saw they don't work all day, they have systems in place, they have franchises, they have businesses, they have patents, they invest. They invest. It's a whole other world, but to have this opportunity is amazing. You don't need a background check. You don't need any experience. It doesn't matter about your ethnicity. It doesn't matter even what country you live in the world. As long as you have a laptop, as long as you have a phone, you can learn to become a trader and make money.
Absolutely, absolutely. So just the movement of itself, and I think the movement is more self-awareness. That's really what it is, and I think that's what I think we're teaching and we're preaching out here, Dr. China, is the self-awareness, the mindset, the paradigm shift, because it starts right there. That person that sees themselves in the mirror. I always tell everyone, I tell people, I said, guys, just kind of visualize with me for a second and say, self, I am the money. I'm always telling folks that. They say, why do you say that? I say, self, I am the money. And I want you to say 3 times, self, I am the money. And why are we saying self, I am the money? Okay, so you understand? Because you yourself, when you get up in the morning and folks may say, well, I'm not a marketer, I don't know how to do this, I don't know how to do that. I tell them, when you get up in the morning and you brush your teeth, you wash your face, and you're fixing your beard, when you're fixing your hair, guess what you're doing? You are marketing yourself. So self, yes, I am the money. When self applied himself and reporting to that job that maybe the employee mindset, guess what's happening? If self didn't show up, self wouldn't make any money. See, when self realized that they need to move from that left side of the quadrant of that employee mindset of the world and step over to the right side, which is that investor quadrant, that business quadrant, if self doesn't apply themselves, then self wouldn't do anything. Self wouldn't have created that amazing opportunity for others to make money on a platform like this. So self, I am the money, starts with self, a paradigm shift, the man in the mirror, the woman in the mirror. So we must understand that it all starts from self. And that's what I think we're preaching with Rich University, the movement of the paradigm shift, and we're able to give them something that's tangible so folks can win. And that's what I'm so excited about. I'm excited about the movement to teach these folks in Houston, Texas, that, listen, guys, you too can get out of the rat race. You too don't have to continue to clock in. Or you too can say, guess what? This isn't my passion, but I can use this opportunity, learn a skill set to fuel my passion. And that is what we're trying to teach them and edify them this evening, 7 p.m. at the Sheridan. Go ahead.
When I listened to what you said about that, it's so in the money, because that's what the employers understand.
Mm-hmm.
They understand that when they bring a person in who has the skill to get the job done, that is the money.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
They'll make more. They can give you whatever they give you because you are going to bring in the money.
Way more.
And the reality is, yeah, you're not in profit sharing with these companies. You can work your butt off. You can bring in massive amounts of volume. You can make sure you hit the quota every week, every month. You can go over and beyond, but you would never be a business partner to the CEO of the company.
Mm-hmm.
You would never be a business partner to the point that you're in profit sharing with the company. And what we give you the opportunity to do here is that if you bring in the business, if you bring in the volume, if you hit the quota, if you meet those goals that's being set, then you actually are in profit sharing with us.
Ooh.
Does that make sense?
Come on. Come
Yes.
on.
So the work is
Yeah.
bring this money to
That's
the
right.
table, and energy to the table, and then bring business to the table and bring volume to the table. You get your portion and cut of the pie.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas on your job, most people, either you have a salary or a certain amount of money that you make, no matter how hard you work. And I believe that we got a lot of work ahead of us, Paige in Boston. We have a lot of work ahead of us for those of you that are connected to the Rich University community around the world. But we're not going to stop. We are clear that we are rich because we are royalty.
That's
We
right.
are clear that we're founded on relationships,
That's
results, and residual. And we want to put everybody in a position to gain the residual income where you're making money in your sleep. Here's what I know. As a breast cancer survivor that was diagnosed at 25 years old, where I had to go through several rounds of surgery, chemotherapy, had to go through all of the process where they even told me that I would not be able to have more children. There comes a time in your life sometimes when life just happens, right? And when life happens and you're not able to do what you're used to being able to do what you gotta do, then what do you fall back on? You want to always have something in your hands, guys. We're working with people right now that are fighting right now. They're fighting against the horrible disease of cancer. They're not able to get up and go and work a job because their bodies are so weak, they're so tired, they're going through treatment. But guess what they can do? They can pick up their phone. They've been able to learn a skill
That's right.
that's able to keep them, number one, their mind in a place where they don't feel like they're about to lose their mind because they're still in disbelief that they're going through what they're going through. But they're able to have money coming in the door, even though they're not able to get up and go sit in traffic and go work a job. We're talking about life right now. And I think sometimes when I think about America, it's so interesting that we're really not at the top at all in a lot of different areas.
That's
And
right.
we've got this sedity mindset. You ever talk to somebody about an opportunity and they don't really have a whole lot going on, but nobody gave them the memo yet that they're really living a basic life?
Yes.
They're travel, doing what they dreamed of doing, but they still look at you like as if they're doing you a favor.
Oh my God, I know exactly what you mean.
Like they're doing you a favor.
That's right. Come on, Doc. Preach.
Because they got the stigma, because they've been brainwashed.
Yep.
That this entrepreneurial vehicle, when we're building global networks, is some kind of a bad thing. They still think with their broke selves that they're above it. You actually think that.
Brainwashed.
Absolutely.
It's unbelievable.
Absolutely.
It's unbelievable how we think. And the truth is, Boston, the day you said it, you know, people are going to school and they're not thinking.
Nope.
You go to school to be told what to do to take command.
They're being
You're
programmed.
not using your own brain.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know, thinking.
Because if they just thought about it for just a moment.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, as soon as you say that it's a $5.3 trillion industry, if you thought it wasn't to be true to it, it's so simple. Go do the dang on research. and see
Google
that
it.
it's a $5.3 trillion industry.
That's
Now,
right.
what's the dog money suits,
That's right. That's right. That's
Why would you not want to be a part of that? You know, some people say this to me, they blow me away. They say, well, you know what, Dr. China, oh, I'm not good with numbers. I don't like that.
Do you like working for 45 years?
That's right. We're doing money. I like that. Absolutely. Absolutely.
We're money over here. We're multiplying money from pennies to dollars, from dollars to hundreds, from hundreds to thousands. What the heck that got to do with that?
Mm-hmm.
That's
You
right.
didn't say it to your algebra teacher.
You know what it is, Doc? You know what it is? It's because they can't fathom that. They can't, but they know that, well, I got a savings account. I got some money in a money market account. But what do you think they're doing with that money that's sitting in your savings account? What do you think is happening with that money in your money market account? So that money is being moved and that money is being turned daily and they're making a certain profit and you're receiving nothing on that money. But yet, the minute you tell them, as soon as you tell them 5.3 trillion, then they back up. And you're right about broke, because broke first started the mindset. So no matter what some of them think that they have achieved, and they still have that broke mindset, then they can never receive or achieve anything because of the mindset. So I hope that some of them, I hope that this reached many of those individuals, because broke, guys, broke starts with that mindset. And that's why Dr. China is telling you all, $5.3 trillion a day. Get on board. Don't get left. You are in a technological age. We are moving at the speed of light, guys. You need to move with what has been around from the beginning of money. There's just no difference. It's been here from the beginning of money. So get on board and let's edify you. Let's take you to another level so you too can say, well, you know what? I'm glad I made this choice. I'm glad I realized that self I am the money. So Doc, you are extremely right. I love what you stand for. You know, you will always have a friend, a soldier, a business partner that's always rolling with the team, because you know, it says like minds always connect alike and iron sharpens iron. So we will continue to grow with each other and continue to impact many. And that's really what our goal is, to impact as many as possible, because at the end of the day, we know that we want to leave a legacy, and the legacy is allowing others to really learn and get vindicated out of their situation and be placed in a good place. Make sense?
Makes sense. I want to say, you do not have to wait until you're 65 to retire, people. This is 2018. You have options. If you have a phone, you have options. Like, people are in their 30s and are retiring, becoming full-time traders and making money from their phone in their bed. Come on, let's do this.
Absolutely. So.
I love it. Guys, so listen, if you're in Houston, Texas, we want you to get out. It's going to be an amazing event. You don't need any experience. You don't need, you know, to pay a cover charge to come into the event. They're going to simply provide to you what this industry is about. They're going to show you the effectiveness of the tools, the simplicity of the tools. You're going to have an opportunity to rub elbows with people who are actually making it happen. Just going out to see Paige, and she's, you know, has been on Dr. Phil and has wrote several books now, world renowned, sought after around the world, alongside Boston, brings so much incredible value to this space with the banking background. He said yes to something like this after doing multiple $million deals. Don't you think he has some inside secrets? Don't you think it's something that he knows? Go out